Hi guys, I'm Xinyi. Today I want to share with you a Chinese documentary called Masters in the Forbidden City. Actually, I didn't fully understand the value of handicrafts after the craftwork seminar in week 2. So I tried to find resonance in the context of Chinese culture that I was familiar with, so I found this movie. 2015 marks the 90th anniversary of the founding of the Forbidden City in China, and this documentary took this as an opportunity to start shooting. With its roofs covered with golden tiles, red-painted walls, and great white bases, the Forbidden City is well known for being full of Chinese cultural and historical relics. But the documentary focuses on ordinary people, the restorers of the relics and antiquities. There is no boring preaching, no deliberate sensationalism, only ordinary daily details are revealed. This documentary completes a profound record of restoration experts, allowing a complete restoration team of the Forbidden City to be clearly presented to the audience. Before I watched it, I didn't know what Chinese craftsmen were like, but after watching it, I realized how important and powerful they are. Richard Sennett emphasized craft as a unity of body and mind, a process of problem finding and solving in his book The Craftsman. This documentary perfectly presents the 4 essential dimensions of craft, which are shown on the screen, and I select 3 clips to explain how the documentary reflects these dimensions. Master 1 is in charge of repairing bronzes. 3 generations of his family have witnessed the Forbidden City's emergence from nothing and the progress of restoration work. This is his 40th year in the Forbidden City, and he's reluctant to leave as he approaches retirement. He said, "Craftsman is a lifetime job, and we don't care much more about leaving the signature. Repairing broken statues and coloring painted porcelain are all his tasks. As long as there are exhibitions, Master Wang will be busy in every corner of the Forbidden City." His partner said, "You can find your joy in the process of repair and gain your own sense of accomplishment. It can be seen that the inherent satisfaction of making allows them to enjoy this seemingly lonely job." The restoration of cultural relics and antiques can also be time-consuming and sometimes boring. Yet the restorer's patience and peace of mind are especially precious in a society in which everything is changing so fast. If you choose this job, you have to endure hours of work sitting on a chair. You need to be quiet and get used to being quiet. Wang Jing, a nation clock repair expert, says in the movie. Master Wang began his apprenticeship at the age of 16, and this year is the 39th year working in the Forbidden City. He has not even changed offices in the 39 years. It is hard to imagine that a clock which was 1,000 years ago can be turned back under his restoration. Clocks and watches are made up of countless parts, and any slight difference will cause the hand to be unable to turn, which requires a high degree of concentration. However, this absolute silence also contains vividness. In the process of repairing, restorers communicated and interacted with it, and finally they emerged the vividness of people into the static cultural relic. Everything here is so vibrant. The workplace is like an ordinary residential house, and these craftsmen have also adopted some stray cats. Unlike the popular idea of stuffy experts who sit around being serious, the documentary shows off the enthusiasm of the restorers. They play the guitar and make jokes about each other after a long day of work. The creative economy might privilege mental work, but artistic work requires skill, which is still vital today. Proficiency requires embodiment of skill, head, and hands. Production hierarchy of the Forbidden City follows a traditional workshop model, from apprentice to journeyman, then master. Every apprentice takes more than 10 years to grow up. In this process of inheritance, craftsmen pass their own ideas and knowledge about the world to the next generation of young people. So they said the Chinese make a chair as if he's developing his own character. The ancient Chinese paid attention to the investigation of objects, that is to understand objectives from your angle as a man, and discover yourself from the angle of objects. It revealed the engagement with ideas and learning within the practice of making. A touching part of the documentary is the spirit of craftsmanship. Years of humdrum work requires not only skill, but also faith and spirit. Looking for preciousness and perfection, devoting yourself to work, strong patience, loneliness. All these qualities come from the craftsman spirit. They are the top experts in the restoration of cultural relics in China, but they regard themselves as ordinary people. After watching the film, what makes me feel warm and surprised is the narrative perspective of the documentary. In front of the huge historic relics, the recorder still upholds the humanities. From the perspective of the recorder, the restoration side is so routine. It makes you feel that the heavy history of the cultural relics has been integrated into the lives of these restorers. The rapidly developing China is often criticized by the international community for being unable to make a master. I believe this documentary has responded to this. We have not discarded traditional handicrafts, and we are also waiting for a society that is not in a hurry. Okay, that's all my sharing. I hope you enjoy it. Thank you.